Now let's solve some examples. Set up and calculate 2.87 times 3. So when we set up, we don't have to line up the numbers correctly. We just line up the numbers from right to left. So we write 3 below the 7 to the right. Then we start multiplying. We multiply them as if we have 287 times 3. We start with 3 times 7, 21. 1 I carry 2. 3 times 8, 24 plus 2, 26. 6 I carry 2. And 3 times 2, 6 plus 2, 8. In the end, I count how many digits I have in total after the decimal point. Here I have 2 digits. Here I don't have any digits after the point. And in the final answer, we must have in total 2 digits after the point. So I place the point between the 8 and 6, and the answer is 8.61. 35.2 times 25. So first I write 35.2. Then when I line up 25, I write it from right to left. 5 below the 2 and the 2 below the 5. Then I multiply. So I start with the ones digit. 5 times 2, 10. 0, I carry 1. 5 times 5, 25, plus 1, 26. 6, I carry 2. 5 times 3, 15, plus 2, 17. Now I multiply by the 2 tens by 20. I place the 0 of the 20. Then I continue. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 5, 10. I write 0 and I carry 1. And 2 times 3, 6, plus 1, 7. Then I add the two numbers. 0 plus 0, zeros. 6 plus 4, 10. 0, I carry 1. 7 plus 1 plus 0, it's 8. And 1 plus 7, it's also 8. In the end, I count how many digits after the point I have. I only have 1. Here I have none. So in total, I only have 1. And the answer is 880.0. Since I have only 1 digit, in the final answer, I must have only 1 digit after the point. Now 11.5 times 2.3. So I line up the digits from right to left. And I start my multiplication as if I am having 115 times 23. Let's start. 3 times 5, 15. 5, I carry 1. 3 times 1, 3 plus 1, 4. And 3 times 1, 3. I put the 0 of the 20. So here we imagine as if the point doesn't exist. And here as if we are multiplying by 20. I put the 0 of 20. Then I continue. 2 times 5, 10. 0, I carry 1. 2 times 1, 2, plus 1, 3, and 2 times 1, it's 2. Then I add the numbers. 5 plus 0, 5. 4 plus 0, 4. 3 plus 3, 6. And we have the 2. In the end, I count how many digits I have in total. So here, be careful. I don't put point below point. It's wrong. We place the point below the point in addition and subtraction only. Here I count the total number of digits after the point. Here I have 2 in total. In my final answer, I must have after the point 2 digits. So I place the decimal point between the 6 and the 4. And the answer is 26.45. The final operation, 12.34 times 2.03, 30.2 from right to left. And I start. I multiply by here as if we are multiplying 1234 times 203. I start with 3 times 4, 12. 2, I carry 1. 3 times 3, 9. Plus 1, 10. 0, I carry 1. 3 times 2, 6. Plus 1, 7. Here I don't place decimal point in this step. And 3 times 1 is 3. Now here multiplying by 0 is useless, so I multiply by the 2 that is in fact here 200. Here as if we are multiplying by 200, 3. In 200 we have 2 zeros. I place the 2 zeros below the ones and the tens. I will put like a sun here to understand here more that these 2 zeros, they came from the 200. And I continue. 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 3, 6. 2 times 2, 4. And 2 times 1, 2. So be careful when you write the digits. Here 4 and 2, I write them by themselves. In the end, I add the two numbers. 9, here it's 2. 2 plus 0, it's 2. 0 plus 0, it's 0. 7 plus 8 is 15. 5, I carry 1. 6 plus 3 plus 1, it's 10. 0, I carry 1. 1 plus 4, it's 5. And I write the 2. In the end, I count how many digits in total do I have after the point. Here I have 2 digits after the point in 12.34, and in 2.03 I also have 2. In total I have 4 digits. So here be careful, I don't place the decimal point here, it's wrong. I need to count the total number of digits after the point in both numbers. In total I have 4 digits. In my final answer I must have after the point 4 digits. So to have 4 digits I need to put the decimal point between the 5 and the 0. And my answer is 25.0502. Now we are going to learn how to use a given product to calculate or deduce the other products. For example, if we have this multiplication operation, 4125 times 125, and in case they gave us the answer, how we are going to deduce the answer of these 5 operations by using the answer of the product that is already given. So now let's start with the first operation, 4125 times 12.5. First step, we ignore the decimal point. We imagine that the decimal point doesn't exist. So here we multiply these two numbers as if we have 4125 times 125. And the answer of this product is already given. So we copy it first. It's 5, 1, 5, 6, 2, 5. Then we count how many digits we have after the decimal point in total. Here we don't have any digits after the point. It's a whole number. Here you have 1 only. In the final answer you must have 1 digit after the point. So we put the decimal point between 2 and 5. And my answer is 51,562.5. Second operation, 41.25 times 12.5. Same as we did here, we ignore the decimal point and we go back to this operation. We already know its answer. We copy it. After we copy the answer, we count how many digits in the decimal after the decimal point we have in total in both numbers. Here we have 2 digits after the point, and here we only have 1. In total we have 3 digits after the point. So in my answer I must have after the point 3 digits. So I place the decimal point between 5 and 6 in order to have after the point 3 digits. Example 3. 4.125 times 1.25. So same step. I ignore the decimal point and I write the answer of the product of the two whole numbers. And after I write the answer, I count the digits after the decimal point in both numbers. In total, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In my final answer, I must have 5 digits after the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to place a decimal point between 5 and 1. And I obtain this answer, 5.15625. Now let's continue with the operation number 4, 4.125 times 0.125. So same step, I ignore the decimal point, and if I ignore it, I will have these two whole numbers. Their answer is already given. I write it. Then I count the total number of digits after the point in both numbers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the decimal point should be before the 5. And of course, if the whole part is empty, I put a 0. And my answer is 0.515,625. Now let's solve the final operation, 4,125 times 1,250. In this operation, both numbers are whole numbers. We don't have decimal numbers. And we notice here that only this 0 is added. Here we don't have a 0, and here we have a 0. So if you multiply 4,125 times 125, if you multiply these two numbers, I obtain this answer. So let's copy the answer. And this 0 I added to the right. And the answer is a whole number. So here we don't have decimal points. This is the final answer. Let's put the commas, 1, 2, 3, comma. And the answer is 5,156,250. So in conclusion, to deduce the answer of a given product, I copy the given product, then I put the decimal point in the correct place by counting the total number of digits in the decimal part of both numbers, except the last one. Both numbers are whole numbers. Sometimes we have an extra 0, and this 0 we added to the right.